Today I'm talking about how to get lean by doing these 3 things. I'm not just going to tell you the 3 things, I'm going to tell you why they make a difference. Stay tuned. These are 3 things you can do to absolutely change, transform your body, fat to lean. The first is you want to eat by the rule of following your ABCs. Your ABCs are no alcohol, no bread, and no carbs. And before you tune out, let me tell you what I mean. Do this for a period of time. Start one day at a time. Just like any diet, if you can go moment to moment, one day at a time, and then try it again, you will be amazed at how the days add up. And then after a couple of days, 3 days, 4 days of no alcohol, no bread, and no simple carbs, chips and bad things like that, how that will begin to change the way you feel. And when you do something that's very hard, you say, oh my gosh, I did it. I'm gonna try one more day. It's like the 1-day challenge. I have a video about it right here. And it's about, calling yourself to do something very difficult. It's hard to get over those bad habits and things that are unhealthy. But if you do it just one day at a time, you might go and do it a second day and then a third day. And then bit by bit, you've been able to do 2 weeks. And I'm not saying you have to cut it out forever, but if you want to get lean and you do these things one day at a time and you have more success than failure, I promise you, no ABCs is going to truly help you reach your goal. I did it in 10 weeks. I completely transformed the look of my body and my body shape. And over the last 3 years, I have learned that whenever I start to be less consistent, my body fat comes back. So that's the first thing. The next thing you want to do is you want to eat just 3 meals a day. Now again, I'm going to refer back to the 1-day challenge. It's very important. I encourage you to watch it. In fact, if you want to go watch it and come back, you can do that. But I would watch it and I'll link it at the end of this video. By having just the 3 meals a day that are high in protein and no ABCs, your body is going to get very efficient and targeted at burning the body fat. So that's the second thing that you can do. The third thing that you can do is to exercise 1 hour a day. And if you're like me, I would be clicking off of this video by now because I hate exercise. However, it doesn't have to be grueling or strenuous. You want to start and your goal is to go for 1 hour, all in one go, because it's only after a certain amount of time that your body will kick in and begin to burn your body fat. And it needs to be a low intensity. So walking, 1 hour of walking. I sit on a static bike at home and I ride my bike. It's not a Peloton, it's one of those that you do this way. It's a recumbent bike. Do that for 1 hour a day. When I started, I could only go 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. It was a mess. I was so out of shape. And every time I would forget, like maybe during the holidays, I'd say, oh, I'm gonna take a break or anything like that, when I would just kind of sit there and it would stare me down in the living room. When I did not ride the bike every day, I would have to get back on it and kind of go through that onboarding process again. The point is to do it, to show up for yourself every day, to build it into your schedule, to find a time that you're going to do it and to do it. No matter what, sit there for an hour and ride the bike. I have to use cushions to sit on because it does get a little bit hard to sit there. Maybe it's not as comfortable. So if you can walk and it's safe to do that, go ahead. I don't like walking. I live in the South. It's really hot. I just don't like walking alone. It's a thing I have. Also, I will make excuses if I do that. Oh, I don't want to do it today. Or, oh, I'm tired. Whereas if I'm in my house and I sit on my recumbent bike, there's no excuse. It's right there in the living room. I turn on the TV, I watch TV, and it just makes it super simple. So those are the 3 things. And I promise if you do them, just start with a day, then go to the next day and the next day. I challenge you as a 61-year-old woman to give it a try. You will be so glad you did. And if you are like me, if you are menopausal and you're carrying a lot of body fat and you're uncomfortable in your clothes, or you just want to get your life together, you want to get healthy again, I encourage you to do it. I support you. I believe in you. I was you. I am you. I continue to create structure and schedule around my days to keep me on track. If you like that sort of thing, I encourage you to subscribe. That's what I talk about here. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.